Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys my 5 favorite baits for any pond, and then I'm going to go through 5 baits that I would take to a creek in the late winter or even the early fall. So I don't do too much pond fishing in the winter because up here in Pennsylvania typically ponds will get frozen over, but if I did find open water, first thing I would take with me, chatterbait. This bait is great in any type of condition, dirty water, cold water, warm water, anywhere, because this piece here likes to vibrate, and then when it shakes back and forth like this, it attracts a lot of fish attention, and it's great to have, anytime. The next thing I would take with me, Squarebill crankbait. These are good in any condition too. I mean, these are basically versatile baits that you can take almost, anywhere, anytime. But this is a good favorite for the fall and transition into winter because those bass are not going to be super aggressive. They're going to be a little finicky. So this is a really great kind of bait, it'll go in there, and those bass will definitely like the rattle and the movement on it when it shakes back and forth, and they'll go after that every time. My next bait, probably a jig I would go with because, jigs are good just like all the other ones. They're good in everything, but, in the winter, bass are going to be finicky and they might be out deep. So when you take this out deep, pair it obviously with like a craw, maybe even use it for a swim jig, put some kind of Kitech on the back, but this will be really good in the winter because those bass are sitting down. They're not going to go after too many moving things, but this is definitely going to be one thing that I would take with me. Next thing, jerkbait. Jerkbaits are good mostly either early spring, late fall. They're good in rivers, but I would take one in a pond just in case, those bass are going after moving baits. Because earlier in the fall, when that water just transitioned into the colder water, the bass are going to be going after a lot of moving things. So this is going to be a good bait for most of that time. And my last bait, Rattle Trap. I like to throw a Rattle Trap because, like the other baits, the good movement, bass like that movement, and the colors, that's a pretty good color. You can throw that almost anywhere in any pond. So for creeks, I usually don't like to throw more than 3 things in the winter. If I'm going for trout, I'm going to throw these trout magnet jig heads with a small paddle tail like that. I might throw an inline spinner, it all depends, but if I'm throwing for maybe smallmouth bass or maybe just anything in general, I'll throw this Rebel crayfish. It's kind of like a mini little deep diving little fake crawfish that it does catch a lot of fish. Now for smallmouth, the last thing that I would recommend in the winter is these missile bait creature bug craws. These are incredible. The toxic grape color in the winter. When I go down to the Juniata, the big Juniata River in Huntington, even in the dead of winter, it can be a little bit of ice on that river and still you'll catch a lot of smallmouth bass on that kind of stuff. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.